Three, two, one, live. What's good, chat? It's 11 right now. Hope your day been good, man. Don't tell me I'm live in the next one. I'll be furious, you know. Let me see if the mic working properly. Oh. Yeah, we stayed. My bad, chat. My bad, chat. How y'all been though? We finna make react to some music, some. Also, let's react to Jimmy Highlight, man. What you guys think about the trade that just happened, man? Luca and AD, Anthony Davis. Who you think win this trade, bro? Me personally, I think the the Lakers win that trade, bro. The reason I say that because LeBron is about to be out of this league. I'll give him like 3 more years, man. And AD is getting old, so I feel like they're trying not to rebuild the franchise by letting AD go and get Luca. That's a smart move. That's a smart move. But the way KD just go out of here is crazy, though. It's crazy. Let's go check this video out, man. Um, let's see what he think about it. Everybody was shocked. Everybody was shocked, bro. Once you watch basketball, bro, that never happened before, man. And they say that that's one of the craziest trade they ever see in the history of the game. That's crazy. That's crazy.
There aren't many things that can stop the entire NBA world in its tracks at 10 p.m. on a Saturday night. Did someone score 100 points? Did LeBron hastily retire in the middle of the season? What, did Michael Jordan come back out of retirement? What could possibly get everyone riled up out of nowhere? Oh my God. We all
Yeah, breaking news. Yeah, I see the tweet, but that's the tweet right here. The Dallas Mavericks trade Luca, Maxi, Markieff to the LA for Anthony Davis. Mass Christine in the 2029 first round pick. Source tell ESPN 3-team deal that include Utah. What y'all think about Utah Jazz, man? Do you think Utah, win that trade, or who most beneficial for you guys? Would you say, like, who win that trade for you guys? Like, yeah, me, like I said before, bro, I think LA is so smart, bro, and their marketing is so smart. They thinking ahead, bro, like 5 or 10 years from now. That's smart.
said in unison as news broke that the Mavericks traded Luka Doncic
That's
for Anthony
crazy, bro.
Davis. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I figured this was just some big elaborate hack job, and I was waiting for follow-up tweets saying, false alarm, the Mavericks actually aren't brain dead. I can't believe you guys fell for it. But within minutes, it was clear that this trade was unfortunately very real, and the Mavericks are in fact out of their minds. The same player who Mark Cuban said he would rather leave his wife before giving up, the same player who was responsible for a third of the organization's finals appearances, the same player who by the grace of God miraculously fell into their lap 7 years ago, is now gone. And after looking at the reported details of this exchange, how it went down and who was involved, this is, without exaggeration, the most shocking trade in NBA history.
Shock, bro.
Starting today, anyone can monetize with ads. As part of the all-new Beehive ad network, thousands of newsletters have already monetized, and it's about to get even better. More ad opportunities, better brands.
Today's video is sponsored by DraftKings. Super Bowl 59 is right around the corner, and DraftKings is here to make the big game even better because they are offering all new customers bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlay high roller. Bet just $5 about a day to digest the Luka AD trade. By now, the reality of the situation should be setting in. It has not. A trade so insane that fans are now theorizing if the league did it for the sake of ratings. Imagine concocting a deal so heinous that your fans literally think you're doing it for clout. That is how crazy this trade is. And there's about a dozen reasons why this is legitimately the most shocking deal we have ever seen. First, according to multiple sources, none of the players even knew this trade was happening. Not Luka, not Anthony Davis, not even the Lakers GM LeBron James. As some sources put it, this deal materialized in the shadows. In the shadows? What is this, the Illuminati? What do you mean in the shadows? And turns out this was the cleanest way this deal could have gone down. Because the next component that makes this truly the craziest trade to ever happen, Luka never requested a trade. He's been in Dallas his entire career, and outside of a few rumors, nothing suggested he wouldn't be a lifer in that organization. There wasn't any buildup, there wasn't any reports of a disgruntled Luka making demands. It just happened. Out of the blue, which is reason number 3. The Mavs just traded away a top 3 asset in the NBA without even shopping him. No bidding wars, no asking around and assessing other offers. They just made the call to the Lakers and accepted the deal. Can you imagine the haul Dallas would have got if they actually shopped Luka around the league for a couple of months? Oh, you want to give us Luka? Here is our entire franchise, the players, the coaches, the building, the staff, my firstborn child. Take it all. Thanks for doing business. I'll figure out the details later. If Rudy Gobert is worth 2 starters, 5 first-rounders, and a pick swap, if Mikal Bridges is worth 5 first-rounders, a second-rounder, and a swap, if an aging Paul George is worth...
Rudy Gobert, bro? They give all those players away for Rudy Gobert? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Now I'm thinking about it, bro. Maybe they ain't telling the whole story, though. Like the Mavericks, maybe they ain't telling the whole story. Because ain't no way, bro. Luka is so good. I don't think y'all understand, bro. If you don't watch basketball, you will not understand, but for the people watching, bro, y'all feel my pain, bro. Like Luka, bro. Do you know who Luka is, bro? This nigga is bucket, bro. This nigga dropping 40, 50 in a night, bro. And they give him away for free, man. For free.
Rising SGA, 5 first-round picks, and 2 pick swaps. Can you imagine what a prime Luka Doncic would have fetched to the right team? Oh wait, I know. A 31-year-old Anthony Davis and a thank you note. It makes no sense.
Thank you.
And that brings up reason number 4. The Mavericks were just in the finals last year. We've seen players sign with other teams after a finals run. We've seen players demand trades after a great season. But we have never seen a team willingly cough up a megastar after being just 3 games away from winning a championship. It's unthinkable, because reason number 5, it's Luka freaking Doncic. You do not trade Luka Doncic. If you were to rank players in the NBA on their trade value, starting with the players who are the most untouchable, non-negotiable, hang up the phone, and down from there, Luka is probably third or fourth on that list. The only two players definitively ahead of him are Wemby and Jokic. Now just try to wrap your head around the deal a team would have to offer in exchange for Nikola
crazy
Jokic,
business.
or what the Bucks would get in return for Giannis. Here's a hint, there isn't one, because they would never trade them away. The deal doesn't exist. Tim McMahon of ESPN reported that Dallas had two major concerns in regards of Luka's future with the franchise. The first one being his massive $345 million 5-year extension, which he would have been eligible for this summer, and the second concern being his health and conditioning. In other words, the man was out of shape. So let me get this straight. The Dallas Mavericks just traded away the best player of a generation, the future of their franchise, and the man that just got them to the finals on one leg because he put on a few pounds. For fuck's sake, Zion Williamson ate his way into load management, and he has spent the last 6 seasons in and out of rehab, and the Pelicans are still sticking by him. Now, Zion didn't deserve that stray. Seems like a nice guy. I wish him the best, but you get the point. We are now over a decade into the process, and the Sixers have yet to move on from Embiid. It's one thing for a franchise player to want out, to sign with another team if they aren't happy and the opportunity presents itself.
Embiid
But for a franchise to pull the trigger and get rid of a megastar in his prime because of constant conditioning issues is criminal. There's really no precedent or great comparison for a trade like this, because in the past, even when teams did trade a superstar, there was context behind those trades that at least made it seem justifiable. Either the star was exiting their prime and the team was trying to salvage some value before they inevitably left, or despite how good the star was, the team wasn't finding much postseason success and wanted to go in a different direction. Or the star was bound to leave anyways, made it known, and the team had no leverage, so they were essentially forced into the trade. This deal between the Mavs and the Lakers has none of those elements involved. Luka didn't request a trade, he's 25 years old in his prime, and the Mavericks championship window just opened up. Now, as a Blazers fan, I am painfully aware of how hard it is to get your hands on a true franchise player. Painfully aware. In our team's entire 55-year existence, we've had 3. The first one got hurt, the second one was incredible, the potential third one got hurt, and the actual third one was also incredible. That's about one superstar every 20 years. What does the lackluster history of my team have to do with this trade? Well, because the Mavericks should know a thing or two about keeping their hands on a generational talent.
So I'm here to check out Keith. He's interested in setting up his LLC for his business. I'm going to show him.
Because in their franchise's history, they've only had 2 of them, Dirk Nowitzki and Luka Doncic. The first one...
Yo, KFC, talk to me, man. Talk to me. I need some chicken. That's a good ad. Come on, free ad.
Spent his entire 21-year career in Dallas, facing ups and downs and winning arguably the heaviest and most challenging championship of our lifetime. And the second one, they traded away for AD in a box of scraps after just 6.5 seasons of a promising career. And as every fan of a non-major market team knows all too well, generational talents only come along once in a generation. The Mavericks aren't some hotspot for superstar talent. They don't get real chances to win it all often. Just 3 trips to the finals in 45 years. One of those trips at the hands of the guy who they just sent packing. They cannot afford to roll the dice and hope for greener pastures like some other teams can. You are not the Lakers. You get a player like Luka and you lock that man in and throw away the key. What are we doing? It could be another 20 years before a player of Luka's caliber puts on a Mavericks jersey. And the team traded him away because he was mildly out of shape. It makes me sick. This is coming from a desperate man who's got 18 years left before I see another Dame. Which brings us to their second concern. Again, according to sources, the Mavericks were not keen on giving Luka an extension that would have made him the highest paid player in the league. But if the third best player in the world, who gets better in the playoffs, is a perennial MVP candidate who's hitting his prime, isn't worth paying, then who the hell is? Dallas said that this was a win-now trade, an oxymoron of a statement considering who they just traded and where he just got them last season, but superstars win championships. Superstars also cost a lot of money. And if you're not willing to empty your pockets, how committed are you to actually winning? In what world has being cheap ever won a team a title? It just seems completely counterintuitive to what they're trying to accomplish. Now, the implications of this trade for the Lakers are just as drastic, but for entirely different reasons. For starters, this will be the first time in LeBron's entire career, youth, high school, NBA, a lifetime of basketball where he won't be the best player on his team, which is already a huge adjustment for him and the team as a whole, but specifically because Luka and LeBron essentially do the same exact thing. Oversized on-ball floor generals with elite scoring abilities. In fact, they not only have the same skill set, they take on the exact same roles on the court. LeBron has always initiated the offense, even if it meant relegating point guards to other positions. And this usually worked in the past because no one did what LeBron could.
What y'all think, man? Do you think LeBron James and Luka will get along, like playing wise? Like, for me, man, I think they will figure it out, man. Cause remember, LeBron James can play the point guard position. Like anywhere you put this dude, he will be okay. Even if you put him at center, I feel like he can guard a center. But yeah, I feel like it will work out. They just gotta trust to each other, you know, believe in each other. Give them time though. Give them time.
Could do nearly as good as he could do it. But now there's a guy who can do what LeBron can do, only better. So that means unless Luka and
Wait. Imagine the Lakers got Jimmy Butler as well. Jesus. No one really to talk about that, man. Because remember, Jimmy don't want to stay in Miami. He don't want to be in Miami right now. So imagine the Lakers get Jimmy Butler. But Jimmy almost retired, but he on his 30 right now, but still a good player.
Lakers are okay with him getting neutralized, LeBron will have to truly play off ball and within the flow of the offense for the first time in about 2 decades. 2 LeBrons on one team. Sounds great in theory, probably a bit redundant. Which leads me to believe the Lakers are actually playing a longer game with this trade. Sources report that the Mavericks are the ones that approached LA with this trade. And despite the Lakers playing fairly well as of late, I think they knew their chances of winning another title with the LeBron-AD duo was getting slim. So with the option of trading away key pieces and tripling down on a 40-year-old LeBron to carry them to the promised land, or trade for a megastar that just showed up on their doorstep 5 minutes ago, they couldn't book AD's flight to Dallas quick enough. Which makes me think this move was the first step into the post-LeBron era in Los Angeles. As we all know, LeBron will more than likely retire within a season or 2, and the Lakers needed a new face for their franchise. And they just got it. Inexplicably, miraculously, in the most Lakers way imaginable. I always wondered what LeBron's final years would look like, how he would go out, who would be around him, but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine it would be playing second fiddle to Luka Doncic in a Lakers jersey. All in all, it seems like the Mavericks won this trade, if you zoom way in and look at this in an 18-month window. But zoom out and the Lakers are looking around asking themselves how they just pulled off a bank heist. With AD, the Mavericks lineup looks good, possibly a winning formula. But the Lakers got Luka Doncic, and in 20 years, fans will look back and wonder how one of the greatest players of all time in his prime was traded away on a random Saturday night.
That's crazy, though. That's crazy. That's crazy, though. That was a great video, though. I ain't gonna lie. Well, explain it. Here's the future basket. Let's check this video out.
Forget everything you knew about war games. The large-scale action game War Thunder will bring you a story.
What you're about to witness was one of the rarest occurrences to happen on an NBA court.
2 seconds. The clock reset. Shaquille O'Neal. Unbelievable. 19 points in the quarter for O'Neal. Get off the track. Here comes Shaq.
A buzzer-beating 30-footer from Shaquille O'Neal. An otherwise awesome shot, but in this particular case, it was an absolute abnormality. Because throughout Shaq's 19-year career, he made 11,330 shots. The one you just watched was the one and only three-pointer. But this was back in 1996, when big men lived in the paint, three-pointers being virtually off limits for them. Out of the 41 active 7-footers in the league that season, only 12 of them hit at least a single three-pointer. Only 7 of them hit multiple three-pointers, and Arvydas Sabonis was breaking the mold, hitting a whopping 39 threes throughout the entire season, more than every other 7-footer combined. But the league has changed a lot since 1996. Sabonis' historic shooting season getting buried over the course of 3 decades of basketball evolution, with players like Dirk Nowitzki, Brook Lopez, and Karl Anthony Towns redefining what it means to be a shooting big. The ability to shoot the long ball transforming from essentially a cool gimmick for big men to almost a necessity in today's league. But it was Lauri Markkanen back in 2023 who set a new benchmark for just how lethal a big man can be from outside, sinking 200 three-pointers in a single season. By far the most of any 7-footer in NBA history. At least it will be until the end of this season, because Victor Wembanyama is on pace to do this. 240 three-pointers in a single season. A mark that completely laps even the greatest big men shooters of all time. But Victor isn't just a 7-footer. He's one of the tallest players in the history of the league. If we limit the players on this graph to those at least as tall as Wemby, well, yeah. Victor Wembanyama is an aberration, a basketball singularity, because he's doing this while also being the best defensive player on the planet. And yet, it's still not enough. Fans criticizing the big man, saying that his game is too soft and that his skill set doesn't match his size, playing 25 feet away from the basket, almost in defiance of his size and physical advantage. Why is he all the way out there? The jaw-dropping displays of skills far too refined for a player his size are cool and all, but why don't you try posting somebody up for a change? Wemby is already a generational talent, the potential to be one of the greatest of all time. But what's all that potential if you refuse to use it? Is Wemby's game falling victim to a league that has become infatuated with guard skills and the long ball? Or is he on the brink of completely altering the entire landscape of basketball and how the game is played? Today's video is sponsored by Factor 75. Factor is a gourmet meal kit service that makes hitting your nutritional goals easier than ever before by delivering fresh, never frozen dietitian on your first box.
Wembanyama. Now Jokic switches back on him.
I don't understand the hype about Wemby.
What in the NBA evolution did I just witness? There was a point in time, not very long ago, where if you told NBA fans there would be a 7'4" giant doing bag work and hitting crossover threes from 25 feet out, no one would believe you. And yet, here we are. Victor Wembanyama is really good, and everyone knows it. But no one, even generational talents like Wemby, are supposed to be this good this early. Because even compared to the greatest players of our lifetime, Wemby is on an early trajectory that we have never seen. Through 100 career games, more points than the all-time scoring leader, more blocks than the all-time blocks leader, and more threes than the all-time threes leader. It's like the basketball gods wanted to play a sick game by creating an unfair player who can just do everything all at the same time. And once you compare Wemby's impact to other players in just their second season, the gap he has on everyone is almost unbelievable. Here are some of the greatest players of the last 2 decades and the progression through their first 2 seasons according to estimated plus-minus. Now, a -1 is about league average, so even players who got off to a relatively slow start, like Giannis, Shea, and Westbrook, were still on a positive trajectory early in their careers. Now, an EPM of 3.5 is about an All-NBA caliber season, so players like LeBron, AD, Luka, and Jokic were already stars in just their second season in the league. And then there's Wemby, who isn't just a superstar, but an MVP candidate in just his second season. These are the best players across multiple generations of NBA basketball, and Victor Wembanyama is outpacing all of them by a long shot, already producing at a level that even the best players don't reach until their 4th or 5th season.
Who you guys think will be the face of the league when LeBron, Curry, and KD retire, man? What's his name? SGA. I think he's he has potential to be one of the great in this league, but the way he playing right now, if he keep it up, man. And I love Anthony Edward too. He good. He good. The Ant-Man good. So I think it's between those two. Giannis. I feel like we don't talk about Giannis that much. I'm guessing Giannis is kind of in middle of his career right now. But for the young guys, I think it's between those two I just list. But yeah, the best player right now is Jokic though. Don't get it twisted.
Right now, Victor isn't competing to be the best young player in the league. He's quickly approaching the best players in the world. According to most advanced metrics, so far this season, Victor has been statistically a top 5 player in the NBA. Estimated plus minus, for example, has Wemby as the 3rd most impactful player in the league this season, only behind Jokic and SGA. Now, Luka and Giannis are 2 of the top players of their entire generation in their prime, and Wemby is already impacting games at their level in just his 2nd season. We knew Wemby was going to be good if he could stay healthy and on the court. We knew he could be a defensive superstar just off of his physical tools alone. But no one on God's green earth knew this was a possibility. Because, quite frankly, it probably shouldn't be. Here is every single player in the NBA who has attempted at least 200 shots this season, mapped out according to their average shot distance on the x-axis and their height on the y-axis. And as you would expect, there's a clear correlation between how big players are and how close to the hoop they tend to operate. Big guys usually play near the rim, like Gobert and Gafford, who live right underneath it. The further out you go, the less height grants an advantage, and so typically you'll find the smaller players outside, like Steph Curry and Peyton Pritchard. Of course, there are outliers. TJ McConnell is just 6'1", and yet his average shot distance resembles that of a power forward. Lauri Markkanen and Brook Lopez are 7-footers, but you wouldn't know it based off the fact that the average of all of their shots is near the 3-point line. Where is Wemby in all of this? Well, he's right here, about a mile away from where you would expect the tallest player in the NBA to be, with shots that mirror a shooting guard. So far this season,
Crazy sounds in here.
Wemby's average shot is further out than some of the most prolific perimeter players like Harden and Luka. Anthony Edwards has attempted the most threes in the NBA this season, and even he is shooting closer to the basket than Wemby is. Karl Anthony Towns is in conversations as the best long-range shooting big ever, and Wemby is far closer to Steph than he is to Kat. It is mind-boggling. And yet, as incredible as this is, there's an equal amount of concern for the future of Wemby's career and the consequences of this playstyle. Victor is a part of a generation of players who are inheriting a league that has been taken over by outside play and homogeneous guard-like skill sets. We're watching this kid shatter records and bend the game in ways that we never thought were possible, and yet, for some fans, his game isn't what it should be. Victor isn't just the tallest player in the league. He's one of the tallest human beings on Earth. As cool as it is to see him hit step-back threes and do his best impression of a combo guard, it feels almost criminal that he isn't taking advantage of all of that size near the rim. A 7'4" giant with an 8-foot wingspan and the potential to be unstoppable near the rim, shooting just 20% of his shots within 3 feet and 50% of his shots from beyond the arc. As one fan put it, Wemby took the KD route instead of the Hakeem route. The league should be elated. Now, getting compared to Kevin Durant isn't quite the worst thing in the world, but considering who we're dealing with, it doesn't feel right for Wemby to be relegated to a hyper-lengthy, long-range bucket getter. In a league that continues to move further away from the basket, if there's one player we had hopes wouldn't lean into this new age of basketball, it was Wemby. But this assessment is all wrong. Wemby hasn't taken the KD route, and he hasn't taken the Hakeem route either. He's doing both at the same time. Victor is already regarded by many as the best defensive player in the league, a title that takes even the greatest defensive anchors years into their career to achieve. But that was the scouting report on Victor coming into the league, an era-defining defensive talent.
That's the advantage, bro. I understand all the things he's saying right now. They are true, right? And they make sense, but This nigga is 9'5", bro. Of course he gonna have advantage, bro. You 9'5", bro. Like this nigga can just stand, bro. He ain't gotta jump, bro. This nigga ain't gotta jump, bro. He can dunk without jumping, bro. Like, what can other people do, bro? Yeah, of course he's gonna be the leader of the block. Of course he's gonna be the leader of, rebound and assist, but this nigga can just pick up the ball like a tennis ball and throw it. Down the court, touchdown. Nigga's 9 foot some, bro.
The other stuff, competing, 3-level scoring, and the potential to develop his offensive skill set was all there, but only in flashes. The question being not if, but when he could elevate to a truly elite offensive talent. Of all the timelines people had in mind, I'm not sure if anyone considered the possibility that he would check off those boxes just a season and a half into his NBA career. For some perspective, here are some of the greatest scorers in NBA history on a scale of points per possession. And here are the best defensive players in league history on a scale of defensive box plus minus. Now, being ultra elite on both sides of the ball is about the rarest thing in all of basketball, which is why on the scoring side, those defensive superstars fall here, and on the defensive side, those offensive superstars fall here. It's like some sort of intangible law of the game that keeps it balanced. Ben Wallace and Draymond Green could go toe-to-toe with just about anyone on defense, but Lord help us if they need to get a bucket. On the other hand, Iverson and Steph can score at will, but don't ask them to go down the other end and get you a stop. But there have been a handful of truly great two-way players, like Duncan, Hakeem, Kawhi, David Robinson, Giannis, and Michael Jordan. Oh, and of course, the giant freak of nature 21-year-old alien, who is already on his way to being the best two-way weapon the game has ever seen. But this is a 21-year-old Wemby. Compare him to these superstars in just their second season, and you're looking at a player who looks like a work of fiction. So remind me again what exactly the problem is with Wemby's game. Earlier this season, Victor was facing criticism for some of his performances. Why would you ever be standing 25 feet from the basket throwing up bricks when you have the physical tools to drop the ball in the hoop without even jumping? As the season has progressed, so has Wemby's performances, and turns out watching a walking giant do this is actually really entertaining. But the initial criticism Wemby received from fans is a testament to just how far-fetched and rebellious his game is, and how fans of the NBA are reluctant to change until the change works. When Dirk Nowitzki first entered the league, and even during his rise to superstardom, he was often criticized for being soft, and that in a time of true dominant big men, he wasn't one of them. Part of this was the stigma around European players at the time, but a large factor was his play style. The concept of a 7-footer handling the ball, facing up, and living off of 15-foot fadeaways was just too odd for some fans to accept.
Nice,
now looking back, Dirk Nowitzki was nothing short of an incredible innovator, ahead of his time. And the criticism, although some of it fair, was for the most part just a symptom of fans reluctant to accept something new and different. Kevin Durant is on record saying he deliberately understated his height early on in his career because he knew if his listed height started with a 7, he would be labeled as a post player regardless of his skill set. Sounds a bit crazy now, but with how people viewed the game 20 years ago, without this decision, we may have never got the chance to witness this player. Early in his career, Michael Jordan was told that ball-heavy guards do not win championships. The formula for winning was rooted in the big man, and history confirmed this theory. Around the same time, Magic and Isaiah Thomas were breaking the mold, winning titles and laying the framework for Michael to completely dismantle these previous outdated notions. And of course, no one believed three-pointers could be the key piece to winning a championship until the Warriors rewrote history books and forever changed basketball with the three-pointer. No one wants change until it works. The only problem is you will never know if it works or not until someone comes in and wipes away all doubt. Victor Wembanyama is in the process of doing just that. Recently, while on the Bill Simmons podcast, Kirk Goldsberry talked about how unpredictable the progression of basketball can be, and how the next phase of the NBA may be centered around the skilled big man.
This may be the last ad you see. With Pi AdBlock, visit your favorite websites and watch ads disappear.
2010s were about small ball. We're halfway through the 2020s here, Bill. And we might call it skill ball, I think, because even the big dudes like Jokic and Embiid and Wemby. Like, name a center from 2004 or 1994. Could they do anything that Jokic do? Maybe Rasheed Wallace. There were some guys that were super skilled that could shoot the ball and pass and dribble.
Well, it's basically Rasheed. Rasheed was the guy everyone pointed to and said, "Oh my God, this guy, he can shoot from outside, he can post up," and we held him up to this crazy level, and he was like 16 points a game.
This generation does everything. Everybody does everything. Dribble, pass, and shoot. And skill has never been this high. And Wemby is giving us a very clear next up. Everything is clicking. You know, he was very hyped, like LeBron coming in. But I think Victor Wembanyama is poised to be the next greatest player in the NBA at some point in the next 5 years.
Looking back at how basketball has changed over the years, it only makes sense that towering players with versatile skill sets would be the next step in the game's evolution, almost a direct counter to the small ball era that preceded it. And Victor is well aware of this. As he put it, the best way for me to help is to not put me in a box. We know we are going to make something original, something special. Coaches and staff within the Spurs organization encouraging Victor's departure from positional norms, knowing that allowing him to play his game won't stunt his potential, it will help him reach it. It doesn't make sense that Wemby can drill 30-footers, or get into his bag, or tell his guards to come set screens for him. We like our bigs to play big. I mean, usually we like our bigs to play big. Wait, hold on, that was actually kind of sick. Okay, well, height is just a number, but you gotta take advantage of it. We've heard it all before. Declarations that all made sense until the next evolution of basketball was staring it in the face. Any attempt to define Wemby's game or compare him to another player, past or present, will leave you empty-handed. He and his skill set do not compute. They are illogical. He isn't just really good, he is really good in a whole new way. We are witnessing the future of basketball. And if you didn't like the idea of a guard anchoring your team, if you didn't like the idea of 7-footers popping out and taking long jumpers, and if you didn't like the three-point revolution, then you sure aren't gonna like what this guy ends up doing.
Hey man, Wemby's look good. See, don't take him. Don't take him. Nigga say, don't take him, bro. Don't take him. Don't take him. Don't take him. Let me see something. Hold on. Oh, 4x4. Let's react to some knockout.
Death is not an option. Sound sensor out.
Don't chase him! Animal Cracker, fighting out of Scrap Jitsu, Jackson, Michigan.
Ghost, 3-0 in the yard. Here to put on another show.
Go to work, buddy. Let's go, go.
Animal Cracker.
Ready? Ready? Let's fight!
Let's do it, buddy.
Go, Sam.
Right there. Sam, stand up. Don't let him get you on the ground. Don't get shot. There you go.
Get back to work. Good work. Good work. Go, Sam.
Right back to strike. Right back to strike.
Beautiful. Nice balance.
Shit.
That's right, Sam!
He's bleeding, bro.
Get that nurse.
Waldo, coming from Apex, North Carolina, here to support Street Peace.
Big Daddy William, fighting
Check
out
this
of
out
California.
again,
Just
man.
coming to show what I got.
Nigga is bleeding.
There you go.
That happened so quick. Bum.
Waldo, coming from Apex, North Carolina, here to support Street Beef.
Big Daddy William, fighting out of California, just coming to show what I got.
Hands up, Waldo. Hands up.
Mm-mm.
Come on, come on. Hey, throw that jab. Throw that jab, Waldo. No friendly punches. Put that jab out. Put that jab out there, yo. Jab it. Keep it out. There you go.
Okay. It's a good fight so far.
Hands up. Come on. Hands up, Waldo.
So, jeez. Yes.
No remorse, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It's Big Beach out here, coming out of Charlestown, West Virginia. Doing this for my
What's
pop.
his name?
Get it.
Mouthpiece, you ready? Mouthpiece, you ready? Let's work. Keep your fingers on the Take yourself in all time.
Get in that body jump. Get in that body jump. Give him that jab. With the jab. Get that body jump. Fix everything. Get that body jump. Big one. Wait. One time. One time.
He's looking for the smoke.
I will fight with glory in the name of Jesus all the way.
Yo, it's Zaytoven 5'8".
Come on, man.
I wanted to do something that scared me out here. You know,
Come on, bro.
I've been in street
That's
beef
not
for so
fair,
long.
bro.
You know, it made me an elite striker.
Leave the whole man
in my
out of
opinion,
this,
but,
bro. Come
we
on,
doing something
man.
scary today. This guy been laying people out, and people think I'm just a boxer. But I want my title shot in boxing.
Come on,
and,
bro.
Dude, I'm just ready to go.
Come
man.
on,
The disrespect has
kid.
to stop, man. I'm God's fighter. Let's go. Let's go.
Street Beast, man. Mouthpiece. Mouthpiece.
That's not
Protect
fair, bro.
yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Round one. Let's work.
That's not fair, bro. Look at him, bro.
Yes, that gay ass dancing is perfect.
That's not fair, bro. Nigga, you doing too much, bro. That was not that. You doing too much right now, bro. Nah, bro. You should be ashamed of that one, man. Nigga can be your grandpa. Come on, bro. Nah. Shit. He don't know where he at right now.
Stoppage.
Shit. Good sportsman. Sportsmanship, bro.
Dude, I could have never. I don't know what to say, dude.
Don't do too much, though.
Shit, I'm God's fighter, man. I didn't know I was capable of this when I first started. I thought I just wanted to get
Nigga,
lucky
he's
a
an
few times,
old
but I'm better
man.
than that. And I want to take it all the
You
way.
knock out a 90 years old, you happy,
me.
bro?
Dude, thank y'all guys, man. Street beef.
Yo, he's ready for it, yo. He want that title.
If English isn't your
Oh,
first
shit.
language like me, and you want your writing to reflect your voice, sign up for a free Grammarly account.
KB from Bad News, Virginia. Joe Schmo from the 757.
The name be killing me, bro. That's cheating, bro. He trying to show you respect, you attacking, bro.
From Bad News, Virginia. Joe Schmo from the 757. Not sure what to do with my
You ain't supposed to do that, man. See? Alright, in boxing, right? Give me a second. In boxing, right? When someone like do this, when they like make contact with the glove, that's a sign of respect. You gotta give him space so he can get ready, so we can go ahead and do what we gotta do, bro. But you ain't give him 1 second, bro. You stop punching him, bro. See, respect. Nah. If we win, I will not contact, bro. Yes. I'm voting for the white guy right now, bro. Yeah.
Throw straight punches. Throw straight punches, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Throw straight punches, Joe. Straight. Straight. Don't target back.
Relax. That's right.
Move, nigga. What's she on the way?
Keep going. They got a referee in there. Keep going. Let's go.
There you go, love. There you go. Yes. Yeah.
He's tired, Joe. He's tired. You're good.
Don't chase him.
Yeah. This nigga got that. I'm so happy this shit happened to him, though. That's for respect, nigga. Nah. That's crazy. But face first. Face first on that canvas, bro. That's crazy. Shit. You don't know where he at. You don't know where he at. Respect, bro. Respect to him.
Steve, 6'2", 250, fighting out of Holly Springs. Let's get it.
It's Valentino, back at it again. Shout out to everyone in Cali. Let's get it.
All right, let's work, fellas. That's it. No. Winner by KO. Steve, good work, man. Good work. Hey, came here, did what I had to do. Simple.
I'm the OBX guy. I'm representing the Outer Banks. 5'10", here to go. 5'9", 145 pounds, and my name is The Niche. I'm ready to roll.
Alright,
The
gentlemen,
name
for
be
the seven,
killing me
touch
though.
gloves, touch
The
gloves.
knees
We
will
went
be
over
at.
the rules. Any questions? Back to the corners. Mouthpiece. Mouthpiece. Timer ready? Alright, bank down, baby. Let's go.
Get right to it.
Step into it. Step into it. Step into it.
Shit. He's still trying to fight, bro. He took. Oh shit! He lost his. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Starting today, anyone can
Fuck.
monetize with ads.
He got
As
knocked
part of the
down, but he's
all-new
still trying to
Beehive Ad
fight, bro.
Network.
That's how you know he didn't know what's going on, bro. He's a killer. Look at his eyes, bro.
We got JP.
JP.
Oh, and no in Satan's backyard. And in this corner, we got Doss. Oh, also 0-0 in Satan's backyard. Be safe, fellas. Fight hard.
All right, gentlemen. Touch gloves. Oh my God. Listen to my command at all times. Okay. Check yourself at all times. Okay. Also. We good to go. Oh, yeah. You ready? You ready? Mouthpiece. You ready? Let's fight, baby. Let's go.
I feel like the nigga who won the hoodie gonna win. He quit.
Hey, Doss. Move your hand, bro. Keep your hand moving. There you go. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, I like that.
Okay. Okay.
You good, Doss. You good, man.
Oh, yeah, the stiff one. Do the one out there. Hit him with again. Nice and
Quit.
quick. Break his body up, too. Break his body up.
His chin is all the way in the air, bro. No, look, he's just lower now.
Count him now. That right's low. That right hand's low.
Give me that jab, Doss. Give me that jab. High, low, low, high. High, low, low, high. Hey, you gotta step into that more, bro. Hit the block. Hit the block.
Break his body up, too, though.
That's a good fight so far.
30 seconds. Let me get some body shots, dog. 30 seconds. Let me get some body shots. Uppercut, uppercut.
Set it over the jab. Come on, fire me up. Fire me up.
That's not cool right now.
No, that's who are they? Oh, okay.
Gotta get some action. Some action.
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just stop. Stop.
Good fight.
All right, gentlemen, let's get some action in the second round, okay? You ready? You ready? Let's bang time, baby. Let's go.
Countering you, Dolph. High low, bro. Oh! That's what I'm talking about. Keep that jab out there, Dolph.
Do it again. He ain't gonna take too many of them. Where's that body?
There you go, Dolph. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Dolph.
Good fight so far. Shit.
His right arm's messed up.
All right, stop. Go back to your corner. Time. You ready? Let's go.
Make it happen. Throwing that right no more, Dolph. That right is happen. Oh, yep.
Back to your corner.
What's going on?
Hold on. 30 seconds. You got time.
You hurt his hand or something? His shoulder or something?
You hurt someone?
Fight through it, bro. Fight through it. That's a fight.
Let's go.
Use that last one. You got that mad jab.
Let's go, baby.
Keep that jab in his face.
Yeah, that's it, Dolph. That's all it is, Dolph.
One hand, they don't need that arm.